Hi, in this video you are going to learn how to get started with creating a college application list in Naviance. This is a very important first step because it allows you to have a platform from which you will request transcripts. It also gives information to your counselors so that they can help support you through the application process and monitor what you've applied to and what you haven't done yet. So make sure that you watch this thoroughly. If you don't know what colleges you're going to apply to yet you can go to maybe under colleges I'm thinking about. Maybe if you've favorited schools during Naviance exploration times, you might already have this list and you can actually move it over to your application list. But for right now, I'm going to have you create a new list. So go to colleges and then colleges I'm applying to. Okay. Now, you will see if you have not already matched your Common App account with Naviance, this is a good place to start, only if you plan to apply to using the Common App. For more details about Common App, you can watch the separate video or consult with your counselor. However, it is important to do because our high school can only, if you're applying the Common App, we have to send transcripts through the Common App, and we can only do that if you've taken this step. It is a common mistake to miss this, so please make sure that you don't fall into that category and you just click on this button. It will take you to your separate Common App website, and then you'll log in and just click a few boxes to give permission, and that allows the two platforms to talk to each other. In the meantime, let's just work on building our list. I'm going to start by selecting this big plus sign over off to the right. And let's say that the first school that I would like to apply to is Michigan State University. Okay. The application type is very important. Make sure you do not get this wrong. Early action often is an option. That's usually a really good opportunity for you to apply and get your name in the hat relatively early, and then you will find out usually before Christmas time. Regular decision for the fall 2026 term or whenever you're applying is also a good option, but it delays the whole process a little bit because you probably won't find out until after April. So it is not my recommendation to do that, but in some senses or situations it might be your best option. Keep in mind that if you're applying to a school like the University of Michigan and they offer early decision, that is usually not in your best interest. Talk to your counselor about the specifics of that or do your own research. But that is usually legally binding for you to pay tuition if you get in without hearing about your financial aid options. But anyway, regardless, in this case, I'd like to do early action. That means my deadline is November 1st. Okay, that helps us know when we need to get this information or get this transcripts over. The next question is also very important. How are you going to submit your application? Are you going to do it using the Common App, or are you going to do it on the website and the portal of the school? That would be called direct to institution. A very common mistake is that students select the wrong one. Common App is first. So a lot of times they pick that, but they actually didn't use the Common App. Maybe they applied on the portal of the Michigan State website. And then we send your transcript via Common App, and then they get lost. So make sure that you are very specific and understand which one you're doing. I'm going to say that I'm using Common App. Now, this question, it doesn't matter to me as much because we don't pay much attention to this because our transcripts all have SAT scores. If you are applying test optional, please rest assured that our colleges have notified us that they will redact any SAT scores that are on transcripts. So it's not a huge deal, but that is something that we do include on our transcripts. Now, have you submitted an application? If you hit yes, then you can select add and request transcript at the same time. But in most cases, if you're watching this video ahead of time, you have not submitted the application, and that is okay. You will select add application. There we go. I had to switch to direct the institution because it was prompting me to match my Common App, and that's not what I want to do. Okay, so if I've submitted my application, then I can select add transcript, but most cases you're just going to select add application. Okay, now you will see that it says Michigan State University. It tells me the application type, the deadline. You have not requested your transcripts yet. That will be in another video. The office materials are pending. This is where you can track whether we've sent the application, the transcripts or not. And then the submission type is noted right here. Now, keep in mind that you can change any of this by selecting edit. So maybe I made a mistake and I actually am submitting to the Common App. That CA stands for Common App. Okay, the one with a line through it means direct to institution. Okay, I can add another one. Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. I can add another college. So let's say I want to apply to St. Mary's College in Indiana, my alma mater. See here, I might have an early decision, a regular decision, deadline, and they're actually submitting things for the spring term. I don't think you want to do that. So you have to pay pretty close attention. I'm going to do early decision. I have to make sure, but apparently it might be, it is not legally binding in this case. I'm going to select Common App, well, actually direct to institution right now. And then I'm going to select that I am not submitting test scores. I'm going to add my application, and you can see you've started to build your list. So keep building your list. This is a really good thing to do quite early in the process so that when you are ready to request transcripts, you can go in and hit request transcripts. But please watch the next video about transcripts in order to have some details about that. Okay, good luck.